So I'm actually making this uh, vi- movie review out of my pure memory because I just watched Mojo's um, video of movies that bombed critically at the box office, and one of those was Transcendence. And so, just to clarify why I think that movie did poorly, uh, and try to be clear as possible. I'm just trying to do a quick movie review. So here it goes. Okay, Transcendence, if no one knows about it, is about a scientist played by Johnny Depp who has a wife and a friend who actually go into a convention and try to make people realize what they could use technology in the future for. And Johnny Depp's character is trying to create the first AI. At the same time, Morgan Freeman is working, collaborating with him, but he has his own team. And throughout the entire world, they've been hit by a terrorist group calling themselves Unplugged, and by killing the workers. Uh, so the movie also goes off where Johnny Depp gets out of the uh, uh, trying to think of the word, the convention, and well, the discussion, and he gets shot with a dirty bullet. That means a bullet that's actually tainted with radiation. He's dying from radiation poisoning. They scrap the project, and the wife gone to collect the materials for his project, and then she gets the idea of trans uh transferring his mind into the computer, and that's where I'm going to stop. But the movie, if I remember it, why it did poorly is because people really didn't understand the movie, and they always thought it was like a knockoff of Terminator. Not the case. Years later, they did a similar kind of production. It was a animated series on AMC uh, that was known as Pantheon. Now, this also does with what's known as UIs, uploaded intelligence. And that's where, if you haven't seen that, I strongly recommend it. It's only 2 seasons, but it actually is more like more clear understanding of what's actually happening. But going back to Transcendence, the movie, in my mind, is that when we transfer our minds into the computer, Johnny Depp's character seems to lose the ability to convey emotions through the screen. He is more calculating and more logical uh, in that sense. But the movie, in my mind, is how normal people, humans, that hasn't been uploaded yet to digitization, how afraid they get. It's actually the human aspects of seeing this happening and showing the fear and anxieties and questions that a person actually has with and how they don't understand what's really happening. The one thing that people actually think about is that it's actually about like the Borg from Star Trek. Just to be clarification, is that one intelligence overrides the whole of individuality. That's one aspect that the movie dives into, but in my mind, it's actually more or less how people are afraid and don't understand what's actually truly happening. Uh, One aspect of the movie is that a guy gets injured, and Johnny Depp's character is the AI creates nanites to fix the world, but he used them to. His wife brings the injured guy there, and he injects the nanites to repair the guy, but then he was able to take over the body. Now, that aspect is that we don't understand. That brings the fear of uh, that we get taken over by one single entity, but we do not understand if there's a connection between the guy and Johnny Depp's character. If the guy agreed for him to take over the body for a period of time. So that is one aspect of the movie that people don't understand, is that the agreement that individuals have in the digital world versus a intelligent that overrides all others. The other aspect is in the film is be careful what you wish for. And this actually deals with the other characters besides Johnny Depp's character. So that is my review. If you actually watch the movie, and I hope this review actually helps you actually see it in a different light. Uh, but the other question is what is really human? Lots of times, if uh, it's oh, This is I'm trying not to dive into this, but it's actually basically humans when they see a normal person talking and communicating with an individual that looks human. There's more of a connection, but people that actually see something that doesn't match up to the criteria of humans is not human anymore. So I hope that actually helps.